Ironically, talking in person or over the phone is what kept me in a relationship with a narcissist, and text is what got me out of it. And what I mean by that is once I could see in writing how they were lying over the years, I was set free. And I'm still not on speaking terms with that person. It's been 6 years. They are my family, and all that has happened since then is that they have now cut off almost the whole family. And that's not the outcome you ever want with a family member, but with a narcissist, it's sometimes the only thing that will bring peace, because the only way to win with a narcissist is to not play. So you say, can you talk about dealing with a narcissistic sibling? They're manipulative and controlling, and they deflect. This is what narcissists do. Like a true narcissist, not somebody who has narcissistic tendencies, a true narcissist cannot reflect on their own behavior. But more than that, they do not live in reality. Like, it got to the point, so this person cut me off, wouldn't tell me why they were upset, wouldn't get on the phone to talk about it, and I did try, cut me off immediately, and then told the whole family, because this is a family member, that a completely different story. Told them that I just cut them off and I wouldn't apologize and blah, blah, blah. And this went on for years, and I never talked to any other family members about it because I didn't want to make them feel like they had to choose. I didn't want to get anybody involved. And I wanted to provide this person an option to redeem themselves. Like, I didn't want to shit talk them and then like make it harder for them to come back. I really was trying to like heal the relationship, and it never worked. It just kept escalating. I even had other family members intervening, trying to calm me into talking to them one way or another. Sorry, my 1-year-old nephew is coming at me with a tricycle. One thing about getting rid of the narcissist is holidays get really stressful at first when the whole family still talks to them and you do, but then once they take themselves out of the picture because you don't feed their bullshit, they do get a lot better. But this person told the whole family that it was all me, and it got to the point where after years I finally emailed them because they would spam me with, like, randomly I'd just get these hateful long messages, and I finally emailed them back screenshots of their own texts and was like, do you see here how inconsistent you are? You're saying here that you've cut me off, but you're saying there that you never cut me off, and that I'm lying and I'm starting all of this. And I just want you to know that by your refusal to get on the phone and work things out, that the veil is finally pulled from my eyes. Like, I'm finally seeing how much you lie, and I am actually able to let it go now, as in let you go. Because if that person had gotten on the phone and worked it out with me, or been like, no, I never said that, I would have given them the benefit of the doubt. I would have told them that's how I heard it, or maybe I misremembered, or maybe it was just feeling, whatever. Like, I would have, and I realized I had been doing that for the entire time I'd known this person. And it was only when they refused, what is the good way to work out conflict, to hear someone's voice, to hear the tone, to have a conversation, and that I, through therapy, my therapist encouraged me to stand my ground in person and just gray rock. Just not engage until I work this out, till we work this out. I'm not going to let you treat me like this and continue, because I'll be honest with you, I was going to keep doing it. This person had done this before, and I just killed him with kindness. And what all that did was that the abuse kept coming. That it told them it was okay, they could treat me like shit, and that it was going to keep coming. And they freaked out when I wouldn't do it anymore. When in person, I just one-word answers, avoided at all costs, and was, I'm happy to talk to you when you want to talk about this. And eventually, their behavior during that time that I was gray rocking was so much worse than what they initially cut me off for, which, remember, it took 2 years for me to even figure out what they cut me off for. That was so much worse that by then it was just blown way out of proportion, and it made them look ridiculous because it was ridiculous. And it got to the point where I was like, even if you tell me what this is, even if you say you're sorry for that initial thing now years ago, the only way I'm moving forward in this relationship is with a third-party therapist that will have on the record what you have and have not said. Because it was just, you realize how much they lied. When they don't live in reality, they manipulate everything, even themselves. So the only way is to gray rock, which I've made videos on that, and get whatever documentation you can, even if it's not healthy communication, because they don't know how to do healthy communication. With someone who's not a narcissist, get on the phone, talk to them, get in person. But if you've repeatedly ended up in these traps, or they deny reality, you have to get it written down. It's not going to change it for them, but in my experience, it will change it for you. But it's hard. I'm not going to deny that. And the rest, especially if this is a family member, people are going to get upset with you. And it's really hard to also take that kind of form of abuse. And when the rest of them, when it finally impacts them, because once the narcissist doesn't have a target, they're going to move on to someone else. It's not even satisfying because you don't want someone else to get hurt. And there's no apology from everyone else for not believing you. I mean, sometimes, but not a lot. People just feel bad and they're shocked and they're still working through it. And so it is really weird for like 6 years later to see people going through what you did forever ago. And yeah, I'm not gonna lie. The first time it happened, I did send the whole family that meme that was like, oh, first time. That was my one joke. And then I just went into, we just gotta hold our boundaries, and they're praying people, pray for them, and just be okay with it. It may never be okay, but to have that path figured out for what would be required for it to be okay. And for me, that still is a third-party therapist, because I'm not saying I'm perfect, but I am saying I need a witness.